I am Reornverse Reviews, and today I will be talking about Why the Sun and the Star is an unsurprisingly good book. I am going off no script for this video. You can probably tell because it's going to be significantly worse. Or maybe not. Probably not, because I suck at script writing. Well, I guess that's technically not true, because I do have a script, but this is it, so I'm basically going off nothing. Much like the Fugitive series and Maximum Ride, this video will come to you in 3 parts. Anyway, with the dog-eared book in one hand and my recording device in the other, let's get into it. Part number 1, the problems. In the beginning part of this book, it has quite a few of them. Okay, let's get into the biggest one with this. It's Persebeth Shaw. Why is Persebeth here? Like, honestly, why? Why is they here? Why? So I took down notes. I have it on a sheet next to me, so I'm going to be reading that. So here's my plot line for the canon explanation of why Persebeth is here. It reads, Nico wonders if Will only sees good. Nico wonders if doubting him makes him a bad boyfriend. Nico wonders if Persebeth doubts each other. Decides to consult them because he thought about Persebeth. Thinks Will help. I always stumble on that part because, the character Will, but then also the word Will. Thinks Will help get rid of some anxiety. To quote, compare notes, end quote, to help Will make sure Nico not underselling any danger. I actually, at the end, thought it was kind of okay, but it's still pretty pandery. I mean, come on. You didn't need to do that. And then it causes so many other problems with the book in the first 100 pages or so. The first one it causes. Why? Why did they go to Percy's apartment to talk to him if they knew he was in California and knew they were going to have to iris message him? I mean, we all know the answer. It's just to have Sally and Estelle there, but, quote, the explanation is, quote, I thought this would be the best place to do it, end quote. The tartar sauce joke, which Percy and Annabeth make, is so stupid. You can't see me, but I'm rolling my eyes and taking my glasses off and slapping myself in the forehead all at once here. It's so stupid. If it was just a short thing, it might have been fine, but it went on for like a minute, and it was so annoying. I wrote down, quote, tartar sauce joke still stupid, because this was my second read through of the book to get prepared for this. Also goes on for too long. Nico, here's one. Nico calls Percy and Annabeth Persebeth, which by canon explanation, aren't they not supposed to know that? Like, isn't that the fandom name? Like, okay, I know it was a pander, just like, oh, they used Persebeth. No. But why? Like, canonically, it defies all sense. And Nico specifically, if it was Will, sure. Nico, why? Persebeth is very corny on page 75. But let me get my book. Give me a sec. Okay, let me see if I can find what I was referencing there. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Nico calls what Annabeth is saying, quote, cheesy Hallmark card, end quote, which perfectly sums up what I'm talking about there. Um, but after that, on page 75, I didn't come up with another problem until page 228, where the problem was, somebody explained to me why Minotes. Minotes. I'm going to call them Notes, but I'm probably really mispronouncing that. So correct me in the comment section. Why is Minotes gay? Wait, the air conditioner just cooled down for that in shock. No, but like, why is Minotes gay? Why? Why? Like, that's like my main problem with this book. It feels like they just like include characters that and they make characters gay that like don't need to be, or it doesn't make sense for them to be gay. It's like, find me one reason in that one scene that Garyon shows up in Titan's Curse, I think. No, Labyrinth. Find me one scene where it makes sense that he's gay. I challenge you. I don't know which writer to blame for this. Maybe it's both of them, but like, come on, guys. But then again, I didn't find another problem, and the next problem is me very much nitpicking. On page 354, where Nico uses, it's gonna sound the same. He said the word damn, but to be family friendly, I guess, they wrote it as the Titan's Curse joke as DAM. Just use DAMN. Like, I don't know if it was a spelling error. I don't think it is. It might have been Marcus Scherer just like, haha, do you get it? I read the books reference. Um, I applaud him. Great. I like that you came on. No, I'm getting into the good stuff. I'm getting into the next section, actually. And then the joke on page 451. What was the joke on page 451? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, that. Okay, so they just get back from Tartarus. Not Charon. Chiron asks them, quote, in the meantime, though, how do bacon, eggs, and toast sound? End quote. Quote, sunny side up? Quote, end quote, asked Nico. Quote, I like my toast dark, end quote, said Will. The demigods grinned at each other. Okay, no, I take it back. This is the worst problem with the book. This joke is so stupid. Please, come on, guys. Come on. Like, really? That joke. Oh. Well, other than my soul being physically dismembered from that joke, I think that ends the problems which I found with the book. If you found any more problems, be it opinion or just actual problem, then share it with me. Other than, oh no, the characters are gay and I'm homophobic, so actually this book sucks. Don't do that. Be a better person. But if you find anything else, just tell me. I'll review it. It'll probably be valid. Trust me, I didn't do the best of research for this. I had a note and a blue pen. I had a piece of paper and a blue pen. And I was just reading the book, So, I mean, comment if you found anything. So, yeah. Okay, listen. The Sun and the Star is different from almost every other Riordanverse book. If you're looking for action, this book has some of it. Not a lot, though. I mean, they have that one fight with Nyx, which is pretty good. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good. Listen, if you're looking for action, if you're looking for big battles, go read Last Olympian. Go read Blood of Olympus. Okay? So yeah, it's different. It doesn't have action, and I'm gonna get into why that doesn't matter in the next section. But for this, for this part in my script, I said, quote, talk about different perspective and having Oshiro on, end quote. So I might as well talk about what I planned to talk about, even though I don't know how to talk about it, because I wrote that 5 minutes ago. I did no research. Well, it had to be more than 5 minutes ago, because I wrote it before I recorded the last section, which was 10 minutes. But you know what I mean. And yeah, you can see me stuttering even now because I don't have a script. I didn't have a script for the last section. But basically, I feel like having Oshiro on was a great decision. Because, sure, the first part of Solangelo and Blood of Olympus, Tower of Nero, and that one other book, which I forgot the name of because it kind of sucks, honestly. Wait, no, what was it? Was it the Hidden? Yeah, the Hidden Oracle. Ooh, that book is like the definition of mid. Um, but yeah, but Rick Riordan didn't really get it. Like, obviously, he knows about it. I mean, he has gay characters. Obviously, he has to know a little bit about it. But having Oshiro on, who, like, is LGBTQ, makes it just a lot better relationship wise. And it just adds so much emotional weight. It's just the emotional weight is top notch. I'm getting ahead of myself though. Talking about the good stuff is the next part. But yeah, so I feel like having Marco Shiro on was good. The different perspective about like switching though is but just not just like in chapters, but like during chapters is great. The writing style I like, and then these little like the things to let you know like you're in a dream, like the little marbled look the pages have, and like when it's in the flashback of Nika going to Tartarus, the little black outlines. I think those are absolute brilliant. I think all of the books should have that from now on because it's honestly really nice. But anyway, I might as well. I've been teasing and might as well get to the good parts. I know that's what you've been waiting for in this video about how good this book is. Part 3, the good parts. This is what you've all been waiting for. So I'll put pictures up. I'm not doing it right now because, well, I'm recording, so I don't know how I'm editing this video yet. But the way I'm doing this is I dog-eared the pages, which I thought were good, and I only started that a little bit after the halfway point. So you'll get a lot, but you won't get everything. Feel free to point out good parts that I missed in the comment section. But let me go to the first page that I dog-eared. Page 272. Yeah. So basically, The main part of this book, which I was teasing when I said there's not a lot of action. If you're looking for action, go look somewhere else. If you're looking for tension and emotional weight, this is the book you want to go for. This is possibly the most emotion I've ever seen. Rick, I'll hand it to you. You're a great action writer, but you're not great at writing emotional depth. Percabeth was obvious. I know. Oh my god. Hot take. I know. I have disgraced the fandom with my um I don't know, I forget the word. I have disgraced the fandom with my sacrilege. But okay, so this is going to be the fight between Nico and Will in 272 and 273. The way I'm gonna do this, I'll just read the parts to you. So, hold on. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Nico felt an unexpected surge of irritation. Will, you're worried about going in the Acheron? I'm not pronouncing that right. That's how I'll pronounce it, though. Will, you're worried about going in the Acheron? If anyone could come up through that river unscathed, it's you. You've never done a single terrible thing in your life. You help people. Will took another step back. His eyes looked haunted in a way Nico had never seen. I'm worried about both of us, Nico, and you're just as good a person as I am. I know you've had a tough life, but a tough life? It's been more than just tough, Will. Son of Hades, His Majesty tried to interrupt. That's not what I meant, Will continued, but you haven't done anything you deserve to be punished for. How do you know? Shouted Nico. Do you know everything I've been through? Do you know what I've had to do just to survive? No, because you won't tell me. Why is it good? It's so good. You might not think this is good. I don't know. It can take on different shapes to anybody. You might just like the action, but in terms of pure emotional weight and just developing romance, this this book has it. All right, let me go to the next page. My parents are moving dishes. Hold on, let me close the door to my recording area. All right, I'm back. All right. Let me see here. Also, how they just like take Tartarus and make it so that it's like spinning chaos. Um, hmm, hmm. What did I dog eat ear this page for? It's 290. What did I dog eat ear this page for? Okay, I dog eat ear 290, but I meant 289, I guess. This one isn't great. It's just talking about yeah, I'm not going to talk about this one. It's just the river Acker, old people aches, talking about making them talk about how they've killed people and blaming each other for a murder. Um, so I definitely know why. Yeah. Doug Eater 293. You, I this writing style can be pretty hard to do, just like the spaces in between everywhere. It's great for this. Let me just. Nico, starting to read here. Nico fought against the darkness, against the fear and the cold that wanted to paralyze him. Turning his head took every bit of his energy, but he put his mouth next to Will's ear, took a measured breath, and then said the words he hoped Will would hear. 3 words, a promise of hope. The words tingled in Will's ears, they ignited his heart. I love you. And they fell. This is in a Riordanverse book? Like, no, like, hardships on no hard feelings on Riordanverse, but it's not exactly known for its emotional weight or writing capability. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's an amazing series. I wouldn't have my channel without it. But it's not like built on like emotional weight or just like writing technique of emotional weight. It's not built on that. Okay. Next, dog ear. Okay, yeah, just like a dog ear this one for a small thing, I believe. It's just the quote, as Nico slept, Will ran his fingers through his boyfriend's dark hair, which isn't by itself a big thing, but like, it's mirrored a quote from earlier where Nico runs. It's like a running thing, them just running their fingers through each other's hair. I just thought it was cool how it mirrors it. Um, okay, so that's that one done. Let me find the next one. Okay. Oh, that one was on 297. If you're wondering, I'm sorry if I sound a little spotty, but I can't really just like be next to the microphone for this. Um, yeah. I think this is the best emotional moment in the entire book. Just this fight after he sends the mania of Amphithemis away. Um, Will slumped against Nico, resting his head on his boyfriend's shoulder. Nico, I'm sorry, he said, wasting no time in addressing his regret. I shouldn't have left you. Nico pulled away. Why did you do that? Leave you? Because you were sleeping and I thought, no, I meant just now. Why did you send Amphithemis after them? He scratched Small Bob behind the ear. It's not his fault he's the way he is. What are you talking about? I just saved us. But now he's going to continue watering Tartarus forever, said Nico. His spirit has clearly been trapped down here for millennia. Will's mouth dropped open. What was I supposed to do? You told me he was a mania. I thought they were bad. Nico sighed. I mean, sometimes, yeah, like when Raina's father lost it and she had to kill him. But it's not like they can help it. You could have done what, Nico? Said Will. You don't have any Imperial gold. What exactly were you planning on doing? I don't know, said Nico. I didn't really get a chance to think about it since you sent him off after a bunch of monsters. So why are you mad at me? Who said I'm mad? Nico yelled. Well, excuse me for trying to save our lives, snapped Will. I'm sorry, weren't you the one who abandoned me under a boat? The guilt smacked Will in the chest, and he tried to swallow it down deeper. Look, I'm sorry. I was trying to. And what exactly could you have done? Nico shot back. You left me alone and defenseless. Nico's eyes filled with tears, and Will's stomach sank. Nico, I'm sorry, he said again quickly. I don't know what came over me. I got this idea in my head. It came so easily, and it was like I couldn't think of anything else. Hot tears poured down his own face. I thought if I found something that could bring us to Bob, you'd be proud of me. It was stupid, I know. I never should have left you, but I didn't realize that this place had tricked me until I was surrounded and... Then he burst into sobs, fear burning through him. He had lost Nico, hadn't he? He made a mistake so awful that Nico was going to leave him behind, abandon him in this terrible nightmare, and he deserved it. He'd earned it. This was where he was supposed to be, and... Nico put Small Bob on the ground and approached. He wrapped his arms around Will and held him while he wept into Nico's shoulder. If you don't get the tension in that, I would seriously question your hearing and brain skills, because I mean, come on. Can it stop? Can it stop being so good? I mean, no, don't stop being so good because it gave me a video. But like, um, okay, next moment. Next moment. Sorry if my mic is coming through bad. I can't really like lean up towards the microphone because I have to like get the book ready. What did I dog ear here? Huh. Okay. I don't know what I dog eared on that page. So we're gonna skip it. So next one. Let me take a look. Yeah, nothing there too. Wow, I was very stupid while I went around on this. Okay, let me see here. Okay, here we go. This one's a bit cheesy, but I love it because, I mean, come on. It's beautiful writing and Solangelo. How can you not love that? Alright. Will had heard love described in so many dramatic, bizarre ways over the years, but no one had described it like this. It's like drifting down a river of pain and knowing you are safe. It's like holding a person in your arms and realizing they're an interlocking piece of a puzzle you hadn't known how to assemble. It's like staring into a dark and treacherous expanse, unsure of what awaits you, but finding comfort in the fact that you won't have to face it alone. It was a son of Apollo falling for a son of Hades. It was this. Okay, so to wrap this video up, basically what I'm saying is that it's definitely not the best book in the series. It's probably top 5, I would say. Maybe that's a little generous, but I would say it's top 5. I would say it's top 5. It gets a lot of hate because, the gay relationship, but like, I love it. It's Solangelo. I can't not love it. I'll drop a review for the one that comes out September 23rd, I believe it is. So I'll make sure to see if that one is as good. We'll see if Hazel feels like she should actually be there and not that it's just, hey, Hazel's here. You should read the book because Hazel's here. Kind of just like the Percabeth thing was in this. But yeah, overall, if you're looking for an action-packed one, this isn't it. If you're looking for an emotional white one, this is the only one. Okay, I'll give some other books credit. They have some emotional depth. Not to this level. Not to this level. Like, okay, so the bit overall, 8 out of 10 stars, underrated masterpiece. That's how I'll end the video. Okay, the fights are 6 out of 10 at best. However, the emotion and romance is probably like a 15 out of 10. And Rick Riordan isn't the best at romance or emotion. I mean, except for this. And that's why it's good that he brought Oshiro on. But we already talked about that. So I guess I'll give you a few quotes. talking about Jason dying, it says, quote, "You wish for him to return. You resent that he left you. You worry that this one will leave you too." That last whisper was a punch to the gut. Nico sobbed because that was his biggest fear, wasn't it? That's what he worried awaited him at the bottom of the plunge. Will would die. Will would sacrifice himself. Will would be left behind. End quote. I like this one because it's just like a deep dive into Nico's emotions, because he's like the Prince of Darkness, the King of Ghosts, and it's like he actually cares for Will, and this is a nice thing to show that. A scene talking about them falling into Tartarus on the boat. Quote, "Nico fought against the darkness, against the fear and the cold that wanted to paralyze him. Turning his head took every bit of his energy, but he put his mouth next to Will's ear, took a measured breath, and then said the words he hoped Will would hear. 3 words, a promise of hope. The words tinkled in Will's ear. They ignited his heart. I love you." And they fell. Pretty good writing. I especially like how they put in the writing style on the page, like with all the spaces. This is the biggest one. Do I have to quote all of this? Will you read it if I put it on screen? Yeah, you probably won't. you, you probably won't. Okay, I'll read it. Quote, Will slumped against Nico, resting his head on his boyfriend's shoulder. "Nico, I'm sorry," he said, wasting no time in addressing his regret. "I shouldn't have left you." Nico pulled away. "Why did you do that?" "Leave you? Because you were sleeping and I thought, no, I mean just now. Why did you send amphithemis? Sorry, I slandered that. I'll put the correct definition, the correct pronunciation on screen after them. He scratched Small Bob behind the ear. It's not his fault. He's the way he is. What are you talking about? I just saved us. But now he's going to continue watering Tartarus forever, said Nico. His spirit has clearly been trapped down here for millennia. Will's mouth dropped open. What was I supposed to do? You told me he was a mania. I thought they were bad. Nico sighed. I mean, sometimes, yeah, like when Raina's father lost it and she had to kill him. But it's not like they can help it. You could have done what, Nico? Said Will. You don't have any Imperial gold. What exactly were you planning on doing? I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to think about it since you sent him off after a bunch of monsters. So why are you mad at me? Who said I'm mad? Well, excuse me for trying to save our lives. I'm sorry, weren't you the one who abandoned me under a boat? The goat smacked Will in the chest, and he tried to swallow it down deeper. Look, I'm sorry. I was trying to. And what exactly could you have done? Nico shot back. You left me alone and defenseless. Nico's eyes filled with tears, and Will's stomach sank. Nico, I'm sorry, he said again quickly. I don't know what came over me. I just got this idea in my head. It came so easily, and it was like I couldn't think of anything else. Hot tears poured down his own face. I thought if I found something that could bring us to Bob, you'd be proud of me. It was stupid, I know. I never should have left you, but I didn't realize that this place had tricked me until I was surrounded, and then he burst into sobs, fear burning through him. He had lost Nico, hadn't he? He had made a mistake so awful Nico was going to leave him behind, abandon him in this terrible nightmare, and he deserved it. He'd earned it. This was where he was supposed to be, and Nico put Small Bob on the ground and approached. He wrapped his arms around Will and held him while he wept into Nico's shoulders. That's probably the best fight in this book. I'm sorry if I didn't correctly convey the emotional weight. I'm not good at reading aloud. I highly recommend you check it out for yourself. Just check out the book from like a local library or something. That's what I did the first time. Then I bought it in San Diego, because why not? Okay, I have one last moment, and in my little script that I had putting this in, I put like a small like reference. It says, like in one it says talking about Jason dying. One it says fight between them, and this one it just says the writing. Quote, Will had heard love described in so many dramatic, bizarre ways over the years, but no one had described it like this. It's like drifting down a river of pain and knowing you are safe. It's like holding a person in your arms and realizing they are an interlocking piece of a puzzle you hadn't known how to assemble. It's like staring into a dark and treacherous expanse, unsure of what awaits you, but finding comfort in the fact that you won't have to face it alone. It was a son of Apollo falling for a son of Hades. It was this. End quote. Okay, so the quotes, I hope they showed you. They might not have, but I hope they did. I have some other stuff that I quoted. Number one, this is the only book in Reuniverse that has legitimately made me tear up. Again, other than this, during my read through, I read 250 pages a day. Number 3 is Solangelo. Number 4 is also Solangelo. Number 5 is that it gave me content. Number 6 is that it gave Comet Reads content. And number 7 is that it makes homophobic people mad, which is always funny to look at the reviews of. So yeah, I highly recommend you look at it for yourself and give me your thoughts in the comments. Maybe I'm not very convincing. I probably am not. I am not a great public speaker. I don't know why I started this YouTube channel, but I am not a great public speaker. So I don't know. Just check it out and see for yourself. I think it's one of the least read books in Reuniverse. Which, to be completely honest with you, I have not read all of the Reuniverse books. I have read Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus, Trials of Apollo, Senior Year Adventures, this, and I have not read Magnus Chase or Kane Chronicles. I'm sure I'll get to it sometime, but I have to do a Heroes of Olympus read through again for my next video, so that's going to be fun. Those books are long. Well, I finished the series in 6 weeks last time, so anyway, well, see ya. Thanks for watching.